Hello! It is officially 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Jay is checking into some stuff to make sure that he is on and good. Give everybody a second to hop on. And welcome to the Hollastic Life with Jay and Jay. Thank you for following us and thank you for being a part of our journey.
Keep on talking.
All right, Jason, keep talking. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. You good?
No, keep on talking.
All right. So anyway, we're so excited. Jay and I, we've been so excited because everything's been going so in flow. We have a really amazing guest today coming on. The coolest thing about the Hollastic Life and everything Jay and I are doing is that this is like the official. This is, you guys are at ground level being a part of this. This is like a big deal. This is so huge for us. This is so big. Everything that we're working on, we're going to be focusing on bringing you really true, really good things that are going to help you live a more holistic life, or holistic life, you know, as we like to say. Jay, get on here because you're a big part of this. Come on.
What up? Had to make sure that we had everything set up for the next few anyway. We're working out some things, so pretty soon we will be live from the actual J&J Hollastic page. So it's very important.
His Hollastic Life with J&J.
It's tagged wherever
you'll see it tagged in this post.
It's tagged. So,
and make sure you put C first.
So yeah, we're moving stuff over there. So right now we're kind of juggling things because we're live from her page, we're live from my page, and it makes stuff kind of. So, you know, pretty soon, very soon, everything will be live on that page. So make sure you guys like that page, see first, and where you're at, holler at us, like in the comments.
Drop one
in
of
the
these
comments,
to shock us.
But people may not be on the phone, so
I don't know. Whatever.
So if you're on your phone with the emoji, hit us with the shaka emoji or put holla down in the comments.
Holla.
All right.
Let us know you're here, where you're from.
First things first, we got a giveaway today. Giveaway rules. You have to be engaged the duration of this live feed. All right. Got to be.
Go ahead. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Got to be engaged. You have to like our page. Life with J&J. And what is the third rule?
You have to be on live till the end. Hold on, Dr. Dana. We'll finish up here. Hello. So you have to like our Facebook business page, The Hollastic Life with J&J. You have to stay on live till the end and interact, share, send us lots of love and joy. And what we're going to be doing is giving away a really amazing gift at the end that's going to have the opportunity to change your life, impact your life, just really depending on where you're at in the scheme of things. And perfect timing because Dr. Dana's here and she's in high demand.
Dr. Dana!
Hi, guys!
Guys, welcome our special guest, Dr. Dana. Take it away, Jen.
Yeah, no, Dr. Dana is phenomenal. I mean, she's one of our good friends, and she actually is a doctor of Oriental medicine, holistic doctor, and so she's here to be able to help. She's been practicing for 14 years, and she's been helping people with gut health, overall healthy living, helping them to manage any chronic diseases, helping them live a better life, a better quality life with nutrition and with overall healthy living. So we're so excited to bring her on, and she's in high demand, so she just hops from live to live. So we're very, very lucky to have her. I mean, seriously, guys, like make sure that you take full advantage of this. So welcome, Dr. Dana.
I'm excited to be here. Yay.
Oh my God, we're so excited. We're so excited for you to be here.
So, I mean, let's just start off. I got a question. Let's just start off, right? So it's like, I feel like holistic is kind of trendy. A lot of people talk about it, but what exactly is it? Can you just like break it down? What does holistic mean to you? What does it mean in layman's terms?
That's a good question, girl. You start off with the best question. I've never been asked that before. Okay, guys, we're gonna have fun on this live. Okay. So holistic to me means prevention of disease. It means making sure the body has what it needs at the cellular level in a whole way, right? So when you go to a medical doctor and you tell them you have anxiety, they want to send you to a psychiatrist. They say, oh, that's not my specialty. Or your kidneys aren't working correctly, so they want to send you to a urologist. and that's not my specialty. And so basically holistic is the whole body, but it's also the mind. And so I'm a big believer in, if your cells are nourished, then your mind's going to be happy. And so when your mind isn't happy, when you feel like you're not getting enough happy brain chemicals, when you're feeling like your neurotransmitters are off or your hormones are off, then what happens is your whole body is not being treated, right? Your whole body is not in alignment and completely, you know, synergetic, right? And so that synergy is very important between the mind, the gut, and if your cells are nourished or not. So I feel like holistic is prevention of disease. It's with nutrition. It makes me think of nutrition, but it also makes me think of emotions as well as physical, because I believe, and spiritual, I believe they're all together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and career. I mean, we're going to be talking about that next week, but more to come on that. You know, and I've always believed in the holistic. Jay and I are big about like bringing everything together, because it's not just one aspect. And as we've gone through our life, we've found, you know, like, you know, it's all about, let me work out 100 times a day, or let me like go in hard. And I've been there, and Jay's been there, and it's just, how is it sustainable? So I guess really I'm curious, and I've wondered this my whole life, because I've been around like healthy living, I've been around healthy supplements, and I've met so many different people. So I'm really curious, this is my question, then we'll go to everybody else's, is like, there's so many food supplements, there's so many companies, there's so many resources, there's Whole Foods, there's so many like ways of doing this. So like, how do you determine what's legit, what's good? How can you really trust it? Because everybody's stuff is the best, and it should be, right? You know, I mean, if you're standing behind it, it better be the best. But how do you know?
I didn't know at first. When I first started, I didn't know. And so I totally get it when people come into the clinic and they have this big bag of nutrition and most of it's crap. It's just because they haven't educated. Just like anything else in life, if you educate yourself, you find out. For me, I have a type of energetic testing at my clinic where I can test a product and find out if it's good or not. So it literally checks for heavy metals or chemicals or pesticides or synthetics, or even if it's just been heated up and it no longer has live raw nutrition. So if that's the case, it's not going to match good. So when that's basically what it is. But when patients bring in products, I can test them. And when I do, I can say, you're spending a whole lot of money for something that you're not even feeling any different on. I'd rather you spend the same amount of money for less things that actually work, and then you feel better. So the way to know if a supplement is not good, number one way, look at the ingredients. You can see if there's preservatives and synthetics. You can see if it's not whole food. You can see if it's not organic or not non-GMO certified. Like nowadays, you really have to look for that kind of stuff, because unfortunately, some of the bad practices with processed foods have leaked into our nutritional supplements as well. And honestly, a lot of people spend money on cheap supplements, and it's kind of like, that's what you're putting in your body. Your body's your temple. You want to keep it healthy. You can't do that with supplements.
Right.
So Chrissy asked, and this is perfect timing, how can the normal person do that on the regular? So, you've got the cheap supplements, and then, is there a whole, aura around? Is it expensive? Is it not?
No, I mean, what I personally found is some wonderful, awesome, holistic, and I know you guys have used it personally in your house too, but I've found some amazing whole food, superfood nutrition that's super, I think it's averages $5 a day for your daily vitamins, minerals, enzymes, protein, fruits, and vegetables food source. So to me, that's a daily Starbucks run. That's giving you your green shake, your vegan amino protein, and your tart cherry 7500 ORAC value for nighttime. That's my daily nutrition, and it keeps me healthy, and I trust it because I know it tests amazing, and people feel good.
What is ORAC?
Oh, okay. So the ORAC value is the antioxidant scale. So it basically measures how high the antioxidants are. You want high antioxidants because antioxidants basically kill free radicals. Free radicals are the heavy metals, the chemical toxins, the things that are foreign that go through your system that not only age you, free radicals age you, but free radicals also create disease, right? They stay in your system. A lot of people don't necessarily clean out free radicals as much as they need to. Their body doesn't necessarily methylate it out. So what happens is they stay in your system. They store up in the fat cells. They store up in your joints. They cause wrinkles, right? And the other thing that free radicals do, and this is why we want to clean them out, and that's what antioxidants do. They clean out and kill free radicals. But we want to kill them out because a free radical can go along, meet a healthy cell, have oxidative stress, which is basically a combustion, and then it turns into a cancer cell. So if you have enough free radicals in your body creating enough healthy cells and turning them into cancer cells, then you guys know what happens after that.
Get sick.
Yeah.
So better
Which,
to
I mean,
prevent.
is
Better
Right.
to
yeah. We agree, definitely. You know, and thank you for sharing that too, because I think it's a very big eye opener. And, you know, I don't know, free radicals, I've heard lots of different things and people have talked about them. And heck, I was even a derm sales rep for a while. So I was talking about them and I really didn't fully understand, honestly. I mean, we hear about them. It's a nice marketing term. So thank you for sharing. I do want to transition to some of the questions that we received, which I know is, this first question is a little bit different than what we're talking about, but I do want to honor those who reached out to us before. And right now, you know, if you're just joining us, remember we're giving away something at the end. So please stick on to the end and share and put likes and interact, and we'll pick, you know, a winner to win. So if you're just joining, remember that that's a part of it. So one of the questions we received was about vaccinations. So it's a hot topic when you have kids. And so is it important to vaccinate or not? How do you choose as a parent?
Woo! Woo! You guys just start off. Okay. After I answer this very controversial topic, I want
Our
you
friends
guys
don't hold anything back.
First off, I just have to say I will answer this question, and it is a really one of my favorite topics, honestly. And once you get me going, you get me going. But the funny thing is you guys are not afraid to ask the hard questions or the scary questions. So you do know you're opening up a gigantic can of worms.
We are aware.
I'm up for it. And the other thing is I want to know, after I answer this hard question, I want you guys to just tell us in 1 minute, because you're such an adorable couple, and you guys, seriously, Jenny and Jay, like the cutest couple ever, you have to tell us how you met. That's all I want to know is, how did you meet? So
Game
after
on. Okay.
this awesome, amazing, my favorite question ever.
Awesome.
So here's the deal. I see vaccine injured children, and I have been for 14 years. So nothing breaks your heart more than having a 13-year-old come into your office that's like a zombie, that stares in the corner, has no focus, completely stares at the wall, and is like a shell of a person. Okay? And so I will start off by saying, recognize that I'm very biased. I've had 14 years of seeing children like this, that they will never have a normal life. Parents that their marriages have broken up because of how hard it is to raise an autistic child. And we're living in a country that denies that neurotoxins like aluminum and mercury going into the brain could ever cause something like that to happen. So here's the deal. We're not stupid. Human beings are not stupid. Human beings have common sense. So when you truly do the research, like the Truth About Vaccines documentary, which is just where I'm going to send you guys to, I can start by saying right now, I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm not. I'm anti-infant vaccines. So I believe that in 1982, there were 10, maybe 15 shots on the vaccine schedule. Now, in 2018, there's 76 shots on the infant vaccine schedule up to the age of 5.
Wow.
That, to me, is absolute insanity. The fact that the pharmaceutical companies are completely 100% immune to getting any in any trouble from any child that's injured. The fact that our kids are gigantic guinea pigs for this, let's change it from 10 to 15 and up it to 76.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, just, you know, the fact that children at 5 pounds, as soon as they're born, are getting a hepatitis B vaccine, why would they be high risk for hepatitis B? So it's just common sense, guys. So I've had a lot of children that come in, and I'm not going to say I'm anti-vaccine, because I'm not. I believe if you could wait till they're older, I believe if you could do the main ones only, I believe if you could space it out. I'm pro mama's choice. I truly believe that every mom's superpower is their instincts. And so if there's ever something that you feel like it's not safe for your child, the first start of you noticing that the child is having an adverse reaction, turn around, run, don't walk, and get a different pediatrician. That is pro mama's choice, right? That will slow down the schedule. That will make it easier for your child. That will space it out. I just believe that every child is different. Every child is not cookie cutter, so I don't think the same schedule of vaccine should be for every child. And I do believe that some moms can make the decision to not vaccinate, depending on if their child's been tested for MTHFR. So a lot more children are having the gene mutation MTHFR. When they have that, it basically means their body can't methylate out those toxins, and the aluminum goes straight to their brain and stays there and does damage, right? So I'll never forget, and I'm telling you, I've seen autistic children for 14 years, way before it was known that vaccines could possibly be causing, you know, children degenerative brain disorders, which is true. The fact is, it's all knowledge is power. I'm not for or against. I'm for the mom to decide what's best for the baby. And I don't like when doctors use fear factor and try to push children in. And I know personally, that doctors get bonuses from the pharmaceutical companies. I know they get kickbacks. I know they get vacations to Hawaii for their family paid for if they have every single child patient in their practice is fully vaccinated. And I know that my pediatrician that lets the mom choose, she's from Europe, so that's why. So European doctors are usually a little bit more easygoing. And so my pediatrician is okay with the mom choosing the schedule based on how the child does with it. And she gets penalized by her insurance companies and by pharmaceutical companies. She loses money every year because she lets the mom choose, but her heart won't let her do otherwise because she knows.
Thank God for people like that.
So the only thing I'll really say is my dad is a medical doctor. He is an OBGYN, and he, was head ER doctor, and he's a holistic doctor. And I have 4 brothers, and I was never vaccinated, and none of my brothers were ever vaccinated. And my dad said he would never let the doctor go near us with that needle if his life depended on it, based on what was in the vaccines. And this is 35 years ago when I was little.
Wow. Crazy.
Not much has changed. They added so many more shots, right?
Yeah.
So that's it.
I'm so glad. And actually what's amazing is this is a dad who asked this question. So this is such an empowering thing, you know, because it's a mom and dad. It's
their own research. The truth about vaccines is really great because it's for and against. It gives you both sides. And I believe every parent needs to do their own research. And I also believe that every parent might be an advocate for vaccines until something happens to their child. And I've seen someone that was pro-vaccine do a complete about face, knowing that they're not tested beforehand. They're being tested on your children, basically. And so I think that at any point you can easily get an exemption form from your health department so that they don't have to, they try to say, oh, you can't start school without vaccines. Not true. Takes 15 minutes to go to the health department, get an exemption form. It goes perfectly in place of the vaccine schedule for any school. By law, they have to accept it. And that's the end of story. Then you can decide. You are the mom and the dad decide together. And you can delay. You can wait till they're older. Even if you just wait till they're 3. And don't give it when they're babies. You're going to have less allergies. You're going to have less eczema. You're going to have less sick children. Basically, the ones that are vaccine injured are just always sick. Always sick. They're just the sickest kids. And ear infection after ear infection after ear infection, that's vaccine injury.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I mean, it's obviously touching a lot of, hearts here. And
it's hard.
I can only imagine for parents.
And I'm honestly sad our medical system puts us in that situation that pits us against each other, like that. I don't think it should be that way. I think we all just need to be pro-parents' choice. Right?
Yeah,
I
agree.
Well, we're going to answer your question, and we're going to try to paraphrase it as quickly as possible because we have a few more questions we want to get to. I love this, though. I love that we can have this open conversation, and it just gets people involved, engaged, and wanting to learn more.
Oh, I thought you were going to answer it, you butthead.
I know how you met.
So we actually met. So we were both previously in a company called Beachbody. So we were both super into working out and everything. And we were both in the same, organization. And we met. Oh, like he's so cute. We met in the, in the Facebook group. And at the time, I got my personal trainer cert. And I was like, who else is the personal trainer? And he jumped right on board. And we met at the convention. And we were friends and developed a relationship. And some of my friends who've been with me for a long time, we had FaceTime dates because he was in Texas and I was in Florida. So we would I'd have to leave my friends and go FaceTime date. And then we'd visit each other and then we ended up dating. And then the rest is history. I mean, now we're the Hollas, which is awesome.
Yes, network marketing.
One thing she left out was before we started seriously dating, she was like, you have to be open to relocating to Florida because I'm not moving to Texas. So I was like, all right, cool beaches, I'm down. So
Where in Texas?
I was in Houston.
Houston, okay. Oh man, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I think you should travel anywhere for love. I think that's awesome. You guys are obviously perfect. And you at least she lived in Florida and not somewhere
else
somewhere
that was cold.
There are places to move.
Right. No, thank you guys. And if you like that story, drop one of these in the comments. Shakalaka if
or
you've got
just
it.
Holla.
Or holla if you can't drop a shaka.
Holla.
All right. So I guess, just, for everybody staying on, because this is all great information, one of the questions that we got live, which actually rolls right into what we were going to talk about, is how important are detoxes or healthy reboots? And do you recommend any? This comes from James.
Okay, this is my favorite. Okay, so we live in a toxic world. We're just talking about aluminum toxicity and heavy metal toxicity and vaccines. We live in a toxic world. We live in a world where we're going to take antibiotics once in a while. We're going to take, things that clog up our system. We're going to be drinking alcohol. We're going to be, everything we put on our skin or everything we processed foods or pesticides. You guys are killing me.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, we just had alcohol before the call. So.
We had alcohol before the
I love you guys. I heard like a snort when I said alcohol. So. Hey guys, no judgment. No judgment. I am a big fan of balance. And obviously, you guys are the cutest couple ever. So when I'm saying alcohol, you can feel free to snort. Are important. I think cleanses are important because, like I said, I'm a fan of balance, but what they do is they put your body back into balance. Because a lot of times when you're not feeling well, it's because you're out of balance. You're nutritionally deficient. Your hormones are off. Your maybe skin is not clear. And you're feeling pale and tired and not like you can play in life. And guess what? Depressed, maybe, not happy. So we live in a toxic world and they build up. And guess what? The number one emotion for liver, gallbladder, liver's your garbage dump of your whole body. number one emotion is irritability and anger, right? So how many grumpy people are in this world that need a cleanse?
Oh my gosh.
A whole lot, right? I mean, I see grumpy people.
9 out of 10 you cross
island.
on the street.
Yeah. Big example is I went to a event this weekend, and there's a good friend of mine did a cleanse that I recommend, and she did a cleanse a couple weeks ago, and we're all dancing on the dance floor, and she comes up and she goes, I've never had so much energy. Like literally, because normally at this time I would be tired and ready for bed. She's partying up. It's 11 at night, and she's like rolling the dance floor, and she says she's never had so much energy, and her skin is perfect and clear. So I believe it makes you age backwards and keeps you younger longer, and it's good for longevity, right? Long-term health. So yes. And do I recommend any? Yes. I recommend a superfood, organic, non-GMO superfood transformation cleanse. You can do a 10-day program or a 40-day program, and reach out to Jenny and Jay. And I'm pretty sure they have a couple gift cards they can give away.
Yeah, we definitely can. And I mean, it's interesting because the whole detox, the whole cleanse, usually you imagine yourself on the pooper, just like holding your stomach all day. And so
Not at all.
The ones that you recommend, no?
Yes. No, because I don't believe that's necessarily healthy either. Like, I understand if you're just wanting to clean out your colon, but this one's a whole body cleanse. So that means it balances your neurotransmitters. It boosts your hormones and balances them. It reduces inflammation and pain. It heals up the gut. So it's a whole body. And it balances you where you need to be balanced, right? Because everybody's different on what their root causes are and where they're out of whack. And just puts you back in balance based on your symptoms and what's going on with you. So I just believe when you load your body with tons of nutrition and that it's thirsty for and hungry for, that it rewards you with just feeling happy and losing some extra weight that was kind of weighing you down. And just getting back to your healthy, getting in your skinny jeans and feeling amazing and feeling like you could work out every day and have energy to do so.
So how often should you do a healthy reboot?
I mean, I think, again, it's all about your instincts, right? So depending on how far, some people have been feeling sick and tired for 10 years, So if that's the case, do a 40-day program. And I believe everyone should do a 40-day program. It's a better value, and you eat a lot of food on it, but you're retraining your body what types of foods. And that's the key. You're eating anti-inflammatory, low glycemic foods. And so I believe when you've been out of whack for a while, to do it maybe 40 days and feel fabulous. In another 3 months, do another 5-day, just to jumpstart. I just did 3 days last week just because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so bloated. I went on a vacation to California. I came back and I just felt like toxic, so I did quick 3 days and I felt fabulous. And I got to go to my event this weekend feeling amazing, rocking all my cute dresses, not feeling huge, and just feeling happier. Just feeling happier. So I think when you need it. I think I should generally do one every year, at least a 40-day program. But for quick reboots, you can do those every 3 to 6 months.
No, that's awesome. And
nutrition, it's less need of having to do a reboot. Daily nutrition keeps you good in between.
I like that. I mean, really, we know it's really about finding something sustainable. And that's really the key, finding something that you can stick with, because we just talked about it today at dinner with friends. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Jeff. We just did it with friends today. We talked about it, like if you cut everything for 3-6 months and then you can't eat it, you just go binge on it like crazy when you're done. So it's all about sustainability. So we do have another question that someone else asked, and I really would like to get to it if you have time. Are you able to stick on?
Sure.
Okay, awesome.
I'll be here all night.
So, yeah, oh, woo! I'm just kidding. Then we have to start charging.
About you guys.
Well, maybe we can drop another one in a second. So after this one, you can ask us another question if you like.
Tit for tat, question for question.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Game on.
I want to know first.
Oh, I don't know. You might have to tell that story.
All right.
Okay, so what foods or supplements are good for people with Hashimoto disease and or hyperthyroidism? And I'd like to insert here, I don't even know what Hashimoto disease is, so I don't know if you're able to give like a quick.
Yeah. Hashimoto's is autoimmune low thyroid. So it's autoimmune. Autoimmune means what? Your body's turning on itself, right? Your body's producing antibodies. So it's basically the thyroid shutting down and your body's turning on itself with the thyroid. So the thyroid's important. The thyroid's the master. How many of you guys know what the thyroid does? Let me know below if you know what the thyroid does. And tell me what you think it does if you do. And I love that. So the root cause of Hashimoto's is the gut. I'll tell you that right now. The root cause is the gut. The gut lining has been worn down. The netting is getting too big. Gluten is the #1 thing that shuts off the thyroid. So anyone with Hashimoto's needs to go gluten-free ASAP because gluten is highly toxic and it shuts the thyroid off. I've had people with Hashimoto's go completely into remission just by getting off gluten. That's the #1 thing. And so Hashimoto's is just a thyroid disorder, autoimmune. And so autoimmune stems in the gut. And basically, if you're not giving your gut health, if you're not giving it the proper nutrition, which a 40-day program will clear up that gut situation, and it'll get the thyroid moving and balanced. But Hashimoto's has been long-standing. You know, they're usually always on meds, usually Synthroid. And yeah, the thyroid is the master, I like to call it the mothership of all of the hormones. It's the master of all the secretions of all the different hormone levels. And so that mothership is not working properly. Guess what? The adrenals are out of whack. Thyroid and adrenals go hand in hand. The adrenals actually help you manage stress. And their cortisol level is what helps you lose weight or not lose weight. So if people are stressed all the time, their cortisol levels are sky high, your body will never let you lose weight. It will literally put a stop to weight loss. So people sometimes are like, hey, I'm on this transformation, I'm not losing weight. And I ask them, are you stressed out? Yeah, every single day. My job is so stressful. My kids are driving me crazy. My husband's whatever, you know. We all heard this feel, you know. And so if their cortisol levels are up here, their body's saying, this person, I need to hold on to this because they're too stressed out. They're not in a healthy state, right? So when you put that cortisol level down, which is what the apothecary does, brings your cortisol levels down to healthy, and then boost the thyroid with all the amazing nutrition, and then get that person off of gluten at the same time, and then take the biomedic to start healing up that gut lining, then that's a beautiful marriage of everything the thyroid needs to work properly.
Right. So with these last two questions, I mean, if you haven't put it together already, we mentioned on our live, that Jay and I opened a superfood store, all organic, non-GMO, all live food. And Dr. Dana actually uses these as one of the tools in her clinic. And so we've been really blown away. And so, I'd really, if you don't mind, as the final close up, and then you can ask the question about the first kiss.
I'm waiting.
It's like, we have 4 different, cleanse options. We have 4 different transformation options because cleanse is not the right word. This is a healthy reboot. Yeah. So, True. You've talked about there's different ones, and some people may not know what they are. So if you can just quickly do there's 4 different ones that they can choose from. Why would they choose?
After I answer this question, you're going to tell us about your first kiss, and you're going to give away a prize.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Stay on. This is going to be good. So 4 different cleanse options. So we have a healthy reboot option. We have 40-day programs. We've got a parasite transformation, which people don't realize that parasites are an issue, but anyone with chronic fatigue, anyone with autoimmune, anyone with any kind of long-standing pathogen or digestive problems needs a parasite cleanse. And my favorite is the 40-day nutrition pack, which is for gut health, right? Heals up that gut. So that's my favorite because I believe all disease stems in the gut, like Hippocrates said 2,000 years ago. And so then the next one is the ultimate fat burning. So if you want to lose 20 pounds or you're feeling kind of like you're just a little too chubby for your britches, then do the ultimate fat burning and get back to healthy. And then the fourth one is the athletic, which would be good for you because you two bond over your love for exercise and your personal training. So that's the athletic pack. And what I love about these superfoods is probably what you were drawn to it, Jenny and Jay, is because the athletes products are no preservatives, all raw, vegan, powerful. They really truly work. The pre and post workout is incredible. They can't beat this. The vegan protein is 32 grams of vegan protein, has pre and probiotics, has digestive enzymes in it, has adaptogenic herbs which help with muscle recovery. So it's chocolate and amazing. So all of that powerful products, the super aminos, are out of this world for vegan protein. As far as for muscle building. So yeah, the athletes pack, you guys probably are in love with the athletes products.
And you can still work out on it, which is why I got that one.
You can still work out. And also, I heard a huge rumor, and you can actually figure this out if you go on her Instagram account, that Halle Berry is a huge fan of our athletes products.
So sweet.
I look like Halle
Awesome.
Get a Berry. Jenny and Jay.
So what was our first kiss?
Our first kiss was in Vegas at the convention when we actually met each other. What happened was I had...
Oh, now she can kiss anytime she wants.
I actually got a free upgrade to stay at the MGM in one of their new remodeled suites. So I invited Jenny to stay after the conference as well. So it was a 3-day conference, and we just extended the trip to a week. This is when we first started dating. So
and it was only a kiss in that suite. Don't get nothing twisted there.
Was it like The Bachelor? Was it like the fantasy suite?
Sure.
It was a pretty dope suite.
We'll just leave the imagination to you. It was like the fantasy suite.
It was a pretty dope suite. It was a dope suite.
Don't tell any more.
But I'm just saying it was a dope suite.
Okay.
But our first kiss was in Vegas. So when we first started dating.
I love it. So who leaned in first?
Probably him.
Yeah, probably me.
But now I'm the one that leans in all the time.
I love it.
Oh,
you guys are definitely and definitely one of my top and my cutest couple awards is you guys right now.
Sweet.
Sure.
Bonus
score.
Well, thank you, Dr. Dana, for spending your time. I mean,
so maybe we can have you back.
I would love it. Honestly, I love it that you guys asked the hardest question first. Not necessarily hard because I love to answer it, but hard because controversial. Sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes it's scary. And sometimes it's like we just have to do our research and figure it out. But I love that you guys weren't afraid to tackle a tough subject right off the bat. That makes me love you guys more because honestly, the truth is good enough and moms need to know this so that, more babies prevent getting hurt. That's a big deal. So thank you guys for leading with your heart and caring about the truth and not being afraid of tough, controversial subjects. And also thanks for having me on and for helping the world prevent disease with nutrition. That's my mission. I want to prevent disease on a global scale with nutrition, and you guys are helping me do that. So thank you for that. And also, I know you guys are giving away a prize. So I'll jump off and you guys give away your prize. But thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
Maybe you
thank
guys
you so much.
Live your first kiss after this
live. Maybe.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Dr. Dana.
Thanks, Dr. Dana.
You're welcome.
So she said all that so quickly because, we do want to talk about the controversial subjects. We do want to talk about the things that are going to help you, live a better life, live a more holistic life. And so that's why next week, our topic, so 8 p.m. Eastern next week, our topic is on Sunday is going to be burnout or bliss. It's your choice. So there is so much that we can do to help you out with that. And honestly, this is why this is the prize that we're giving. So what it's called is Chill Spray. All right. So basically what it is, you know what? I'm not the holistic doctor and I don't know all the ins and outs, but what I will tell you is that I work a corporate job right now that can be really stressful. And so what happens is, you know, when things are getting crazy, Jay's like, oh, try the chill spray. And what will happen is I just feel relaxed. Like it works really well. And so it's just something that really helps relax you, helps you chill out, helps you just take a breath. So when it's like burnout or bliss, your choice, this is helping me choose bliss. I'm just saying. So this is what you'll be getting. Also, you know, if anything resonated with you, if you have additional questions, you can reach out to us. We do have $50 off of the 40-day and the other things that are available on, what is it? iShopPurium.com. And what we'll do is after this, in 30 minutes, we're going to like go through and see who is sharing and who is liking and everything. And we will announce the winner and we'll give you the chill spray. What else do we got to cover? Is this it?
I think that's about it.
And of course, we'll go back through if we missed your questions. I saw a couple other comments and stuff that we'll just privately answer your questions because you guys were asking. Actually, you know what? I'll just say this. You know, there was a question like, hey, what's up with Jay's eyes? What's going on? Is he okay? Look, Jay was born visually blind. You know, he was born blind and he had multiple surgeries as a child. And he is awesome. So I just want to let you know that there's nothing wrong with him. He's completely normal and he's totally normal in a weird kind of way. So just wanted to share that and thank you guys for jumping on. See you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern. Mahalo.